All right, guys, Wes here. Welcome back to the channel. And with every day that passes, we keep on getting more news for Marvel Spider-Man 2, and today is no different. We've got a ton of big updates to talk about for the game. Everything from new open world gameplay details to a brand new gameplay setting that is raising eyebrows from everyone in the community, even the actor that plays Spider-Man, Yuri Lowenthal. We also have some updates on when accessibility options will be coming for Spider-Man 2. The age-old Peter Parker face debate has sparked up again, but this time we have some new comments from Yuri Lowenthal that pretty much settled the entire debate. Also, real quick, guys, do you want to play Spider-Man 2 but you don't have a PS5? Well, I am giving one away to a lucky subscriber. To enter, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, comment your Twitter handle, tweet me proof that you're subscribed, and I've got the full details in the pinned comment as well as bonus entries. We have a ton of news to talk about for Marvel Spider-Man 2, so check the video chapters to optimize your viewing experience, and without further delay, let's get into it. So first things first, let's talk about some new gameplay details from the open world of Marvel Spider-Man 2. So we have this screenshot that's been making the rounds, and according to this Reddit post, it says, looks like we will be able to see where the other Spider-Man is currently located in the open world. Now, this was a little bit of speculation on the original poster's behalf. It could be a situation where this mission is required to use Peter Parker rather than Miles Morales. So rather than this being an icon of where Peter Parker is located in the open world, this could be just a Peter Parker specific mission. It could also be both, like this could be a Peter Parker specific mission, and Peter is right next to the quest objective, so that's why his icon is on the screen. And then if you're playing as Miles, you can walk up to him and then automatically switch characters, kind of like what we saw at the end of the initial gameplay reveal trailer, where you had Peter and Miles chasing down the lizard, and then it eventually switched from Peter Parker gameplay to Miles pretty seamlessly. So what I'm trying to get at is there could be a situation where Peter Parker is at a quest objective while you're playing as Miles. You go up and talk to him, and then it immediately switches perspectives in a seamless transition between the two Spider-Men. So yeah, like I said, that could be an explanation why Peter Parker's icon is right next to a quest objective. You go to the quest objective and you talk to Peter Parker as Miles Morales, and then it transitions to a Peter Parker exclusive mission. Like I said, just a little bit of speculation on my part as well as the original poster on Reddit. So let me know what you guys think this icon is. Do you think that it's a Peter exclusive mission, or is this where Peter Parker is located on the map, or is it like a main objective? Let me know down below. So moving right along, we've got another gameplay feature that has recently been revealed, and that is fall damage is going to be featured in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now, this news has of course sparked a debate within the entire community, but first let's go over the new feature. Now, this was first discovered by YouTube creator Caboose. Full credit to them for discovering this, but IGN did some digging regarding this new feature, and according to the senior programming director Doug Sheehan, they said the feature does exist in Marvel Spider-Man 2 and it's not enabled by default. They said something that we're seeing more and more of is that players like to be able to customize their experience. For those players, we added the ability to enable fall damage and even let people tweak how swinging feels with our swing steering assist setting, and we hope that players who enjoy a deep dive into the settings have fun experimenting. So yeah, I think the biggest takeaway to consider is this is not an option that is set by default. You're able to customize your experience. So if you would like Marvel Spider-Man 2 to be a tad bit more realistic, or at least offer a challenge in terms of movement and traversal, then you can enable this setting and take all the fall damage that you choose. I always love seeing developers go out of their way to change up the gameplay and make it so that people can customize their experience. So who knows, maybe I'll do a hardcore run with fall damage enabled with the difficulty cranked to max, so I get a Souls-like experience in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now, with all of this talk about fall damage enabled or disabled, let's hear what Yuri Lowenthal, the actor that plays Peter Parker in Marvel Spider-Man 2, has to say about the entire debate. So IGN asked the question, should Spider-Man take fall damage in the games? To which Yuri Lowenthal said this simply: no. He is Spider-Man. I think it would keep people from doing all of these swingy, jumpy things that they do. And then he said, but it is really weird that he could fall from great heights, hit the ground, and just sort of roll out of it. Honestly, I'm looking this more on the gameplay aspect. If you want to have no fall damage in your Spider-Man game, then that's a default option. But if you would like the extra challenge, then go for it. And there's really no reason to be on one side or the other, since it's an option you could literally toggle on or off. So next up, let's talk about some updates regarding accessibility features in Marvel Spider-Man 2. One of the things that I praise PlayStation games for is their commitment to accessibility in their games. Everything from colorblind assist to the swinging and steering assist that we talked about earlier in the video. But we have some news about when we can expect a full comprehensive list of accessibility features for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Well, the user on Twitter asked the question to James Stevenson, the community director over at Insomniac Games. They asked this, and I quote, will we get to know the accessibility settings and some details of these settings before release? To which James Stevenson responded simply, we will detail accessibility soon. I'm guessing there's going to be an entire overview video about the accessibility settings and other features that we could expect to to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2 in the form of an accessibility trailer. But for now, we do have some gameplay accessibility features for Marvel Spider-Man 2 that have been confirmed. So according to the PlayStation website, they said Insomniac Games have devised a range of new and in-depth accessibility features to create Marvel Spider-Man 2 an experience without barriers. Building on the accessibility improvements of the previous titles, these features allow the game to be enjoyed by more players, and then they detailed some of the current accessibility options, but there will be a lot more. Now for the audio, there's going to be a screen reader support, which of course will read aloud all on-screen text and menus. There's going to be captions on screen and audio descriptions that are available for cinematic scenes. For gameplay, you'll be able to choose to slow down the action to 70, 50, or 30% of the full speed, switching back to regular speed at any time. There's also going to be other features like chasing assist as well as enhanced auto aim that were featured in Spider-Man Miles Morales that will 100% be returning for Marvel Spider-Man 2. But I'm really excited to see what else they plan on doing in terms of accessibility so that the game can be accessed by as many gamers as possible. The more gamers that could play, the better it is for us all. So moving on, let's talk about the age-old debate regarding Peter Parker's face in Marvel Spider-Man 2 compared to Spider-Man PS4, as there has been a ton of controversy surrounding his face. For those of you that didn't know, John Bubniak was actually the original face for Marvel Spider-Man 1, and the face of Peter Parker was recently changed to Ben Jordan for both Marvel Spider-Man 2 as well as Spider-Man Remastered. If you've been following the game for a while, you know the entire controversy, all the discussions and the debate, and how many brain cells we all collectively lost because of this whole situation. Well, according to a new one-on-one on the Phase Zero channel with Yuri Lowenthal, Yuri was recently asked the question about what his thoughts are on the overall facial change. So according to Yuri Lowenthal on the podcast, they said this, and I quote, "The performance was the same for me. I got over it as soon as they said, hey, we want to make this change so that the facial animation is better." To which Yuri Lowenthal responded, "I'm all in. I don't care if he looks like a goblin. If my performance is better, then I'm in." To which Yuri continued, "I'm kind of tired of talking about it, to be honest, because I think everything that needs to be said has been said. Some people will take a little bit longer to get over it. Some people will never get over it. The one positive thing that I could take away from this experience as the people connected emotionally so hard and so deeply in the first game that they're mad when they feel like the person changes. I can only be so mad about it because it worked, not the change thing, but you got connected to the character, which is great. Now get over it." So yeah, if that doesn't really settle the entire debate, I really don't know what will. As much as I like John Bubniak's performance as Peter Parker in Spider-Man 1, I think what Ben Jordan has done with Marvel Spider-Man 2 from all of the facial animations, it looks insanely good. Like whenever you compare it to Marvel Spider-Man Remastered to the new face in Marvel Spider-Man 2, like I feel like the way that they implemented it in Marvel Spider-Man 1 just wasn't the best. I feel like it didn't have that fine-tune and polish that it has with Spider-Man 2. Like we know that they did some engine upgrades and improved all of the facial animations and features. Does Ben Jordan look a little bit like Tom Holland? Yes, I'll give you that. But I think Ben Jordan Spider-Man looks perfectly fine. If you don't like it, just put on the suit. And like Yuri Lowenthal said, just get over it. So next up, there's been a lot of concerns whether or not you could upgrade from the standard edition to the digital deluxe edition for those of you that have purchased a physical copy of the game, to which Insomniac has confirmed that that will indeed be possible. According to a user on Twitter, they actually responded to Insomniac and said this, and I quote, "Hello, I would like to know if the launch of Spider-Man 2, will there be an upgrade from the standard edition to the digital deluxe edition for those of us who will have the physical copy of the game? Thanks in advance." To which Insomniac responded, "Yes, you will be able to purchase an upgrade to the digital deluxe edition content with the physical edition of the game." And speaking of game copies, if you guys have not gotten a PS5 yet and you're looking to buy one right now, PlayStation is doing an offer where if you buy a PlayStation 5 brand new as well as register a new account, then you will get one free game. And yes, Marvel Spider-Man 1 Remastered as well as Miles Morales is on that list. So if you're looking to pick up a PS5 for this game and you don't want to have to spend money on Spider-Man Remastered and play through that before Spider-Man 2 comes out, then you guys can get a free game up until the 20th. So definitely take advantage of that if you plan on buying a PlayStation 5 prior to the launch of Spider-Man 2. We got about a month left, so best of luck for all of you guys seeking out buying a PlayStation 5 for Spider-Man 2. Now, as we approach the official release date of Marvel Spider-Man 2, the question kind of remains, what else is remaining in terms of new reveals? Obviously, we have the accessibility features that are coming, but is there anything else like an official launch trailer? My guess is that we'll get another official launch trailer, but that's going to be really about it in terms of trailers and gameplay. We might get a few tidbits of gameplay on the Insomniac Twitter like they've been doing recently, but as for story content, I think it's pretty much over. But I'd be curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think we're going to get another gameplay reveal for Spider-Man 2? So put those thoughts down in the comment section. Let me know if you're excited for the game. Are you going to be buying it day one? And if you enjoyed my coverage of this game, do me a favor and leave a like and subscribe to the channel with your notifications turned on. Don't forget to enter the PlayStation 5 giveaway at the start of the video. Best of luck, and until next time, this has been Wes, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.